have days where everything goes wrong? God loves us all and doesn't do bad things. God loves us. Let me tell you a story about a man who praised God no matter what happened. Our story comes right from the Bible. It's in the Old Testament, and that's the part before Jesus. It's right before Psalms if you're looking for it. Now, the man's name was Job, and he was faithful to God. Job had 7 sons and 3 daughters, a lot of kids. He also had 7,000 sheep and 3,000 camels, 500 oxen, and 500 female donkeys, and a very large household of servants. One day, the devil told God that the only reason that Job was faithful was because he had so much and he had an easy life. So God told the devil that he could do anything to Job except lay a hand on him. Soon after, a servant came to Job and told him that while the oxen were plowing and the donkeys were eating beside them, someone came and took them all and killed all the servants except for him. Oh my gosh, what a horrible day. But while the servant was talking, another came and told Job that a fire had come from heaven and burned up the sheep and all those servants, except the one that came to talk to Job. Oh my gosh, it's even worse. While the servant was talking, another group of people took the camels and killed all the servants, except for the one talking to Job. Again, while that servant was talking, another came and told Job that all his family, while they were eating a meal, were blown away by a great wind, except for the servant talking. Well, Job stood up and tore off his robe and shaved his head. That's how they showed they were really sad back then. He fell to the ground and said, "The Lord gives, and he takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." He didn't get angry or shout at God about all his problems. Now the devil told God that Job was faithful because all those things were taken away and didn't hurt him. So God said to the devil, he could do whatever he wants except to kill Job. The first thing the devil did was to put painful sores all over Job, from the bottom of his feet to the top of his head. Job was in such misery that he broke a pot to itch himself and scrape himself. Well, Job's wife came along and she told Job to curse God for all that was happening to him. Job told her that sometimes there's good in life and sometimes they're bad. And Job did not curse God or sin. When his 3 friends came to see Job, they didn't even recognize him. They ate with Job for 7 days and nights and didn't talk to him. Job stayed faithful. He didn't blame God. But Job did have questions for God, and God answered Job out of a whirlwind. Job said, "I know you can do anything." Job prayed for his friends. When God heard this, he gave Job back all that Job had lost. He even doubled it. God blessed the last days of Job. That's my story about a man named Job who had many, many things happen to him, and he still loved God, and God still loved him. I miss all you, and I hope you enjoyed this story. When you talk about the story, you can tell a grown-up or one of your stuffed animals or a friend about what you have heard. You might want to tell them your favorite part. Did part of it scare you a little bit? Were there parts that made you really happy? Boys and girls, always remember how much God loves you and how Job came through all the bad times perfectly because God loved him. Have a great day.